some point I should probably explain what's going on. What it is these are overdue for tires. I found a set that mostly matches at an auction. Wasn't a horrible price for what it cost to replace everything. These historically on this machine have been calcium filled, so they had tubes in them and filled with calcium chloride, I guess, for weight. It's a powder that doesn't freeze. Add it with water and calcium. And they've taken nails and they get holes in them, so they're kind of a cross between tubed and tubeless because the rims pretty much have become tubeless. They're rusted, the water's leaked out, they're deteriorated, it's overdue. So when it's time for new tires, I need new wheels. So I found a set of solids for the front. Well, I found a set of 4 in an auction. One of them is still air-filled. So at this point, for the price, it was worth. I'll just put these fronts on because the valve stems will no longer take air. The wheels are irreparable, probably dangerous. So there's really no air pressure in them right now to speak of. So I'm just going to take them off and put these foam-filled ones on there for now and just keep working it out. I have to work on the ones for the back. One has 2 smaller lug holes and the other one was 2 smaller lug holes and they tried to torch them out. So I gotta work on them. So I've got the other two right there. They've basically been sitting around long enough for me to get tired of looking at them. So that's why I put these on the front. So I'm gonna pull out, I'm gonna take these old ones, stack them up and get them out of the chute here. And I'm gonna go for a walk. I think I got time. What time is it? Alright, I should put those in there too. I got 2 extra lug nuts. And then I need to get, so it's 10 per tire, so I need 18 more to do the backs. Once I sort out those rims, anyway, I'll explain it when I get to them. That'll be in another small job. That's it for now. All right, I got a little plan here. I needed a plug. I'll show you what I got going. Let me get this out of there. I should have used a little oil. All right, 3/4 plate. I needed this plug out of it. I have another one in there. While I was doing that, I figured I'd just make a little shackle plate while I'm at it. No sense wasting the material. I have these, they're about a 13/16 hole. I need to increase it to 1 1/8 to work on that, the lug nut centered assembly style instead of, I guess it would be the nut centered. Anyway, I got a little hole in there. I'll probably put a magnet on the back of it. I can stick that up. That bit there is 1 1/8. The center cut just happens to be about a couple thousandths under that. So that's a little loose, but it'll work. There's a little bit of slop in it. So I'll use a magnet on that, and then I can set the mag drill and center it on that plug with the pin, the ejection pin, and then that will increase the size of these. All right, here is that plug. This little shelf keeps it from coming through, so I can put it on that magnet. So what we can do to prove this is the hole center right now is like 14 or 13 3/16 center to center, or edge to edge, however you want to measure it, same thing. I'm going to drill that one there, and then I'll come across and I'll drill this one here, and we can double check it to make sure we're still in there, because the increase will remain constant. And then, so I'll drill that one out and then drill another one, and we'll see where we're at. 14 and 3/16 or 13 and 3/16. We're good. I can't find my countersink that will fit this. I had one that was maybe 2" or 1 3/4" or something. It'd be perfect for cutting that little seat. And it had a Weldon shank, 3/4 round with 2 flats 90 degrees opposed for this style. I think it might be in the box with this, but I feel like I also got it out for another project and it needed sharpened or something happened to it. But I think other than that, it won't be hard to line up a countersink to cut that. That'll be ready. This one's air filled, and then this one I dug out of the weeds here from another score. It has a dent in the rim, but it's not high pressure stuff, and I don't think it's tubeless tire, so it won't make a big difference. But these holes are 1 inch, need them to be 1 1/8. The 1 inch would probably work. I have a tapered 1 inch bridge reamer that I ran through there that cleaned them up pretty good. They were a little fouled, maybe a little egged out. I may purchase an 1 1/8 bridge reamer just to run through there. I may just countersink it so the lug nuts fit, and that way. But for now, what I'm going to do is to clear the chute in the shop here, I'm going to set this on top of that and then pull the whole stack out, put it on a pallet, and get it out of the way. And that's as far as I'll go on it today. All right, we're going to cut a little set of loft stairs this morning. No big deal. No real reason to film this, but all right, we got 116.5 divided by probably gonna be like 16. What would 17 be? That's too small. Divided by 16. All right, 7 1/4. Just a little over 7 1/4, so we can take out 7 equals, and that's 0.28 times 1/5. So times the fraction we want. We want 16ths, so it's 4 1/2 16ths, or just a little over a quarter. Tiny bit, not quite 5/16. So easy enough, and then we'll check the run next. So 10 inches fine. I got to check the treads that were on there. We poured a floor. They poured a floor in here and lifted everything up. So I took out the landing, or they took out the landing, and we'll just cut a new set, make it simpler. No big deal. So we had 16. So 16 risers. So it's 100. So 15 treads. So times 10 is 150 inches. Minus 65 1/2 that I had to that post. 84 1/2 is where we're going to come out to. That puts us there. That's about right. Like that. I'll check the treads we had to make sure we don't need to go 10 1/2. I think 10 is fine. All right, we got our 10 inch run, our 7, a little bit over 7 1/4 rise. Connect the dots. All right, there's the bottom of that. That looks good. I just have to place the top and then pull it back down and trace it. Everything looks pretty good. Extra board. All right, that's enough for that. That's all done. I wasn't going to nail the treads on, but I ended up doing it anyway. And good. It is what it is. I think there's another post got to go back in there, but he's going to take care of that. Client's going to take care of that, and I'm going to go to the next job. That's stairs.